everybody. So I got a question just a little bit ago about changing the braid on a Policar. So and this came from the Policar video that I did about the Toyotas. So I figured I would show a video, and this is obviously a very basic video for folks that are new to the hobby. So if you already know how to change braids on a Policar, on a Scalextric, and on a Carrera, just feel free to ignore this one. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so with a Policar, it's really simple. We're going to pretend that these braids are worn, and you just basically pull on one of the tabs. You can see the tabs of the braid right there, and these little the little metal kind of prongs right there stick down in to the slots right here, as you can see. And it's as simple as, and see if I can do this with my phone in the way here, pulling out the old one, snapping in the new one, and then folding these braids down, obviously backwards, so the car can run across the track. It could not be easier. Basically, a Carrera car is the same type of design as this. It's essentially one long braid with a clasp, and then the two ears that stick down into the chassis. There you go. This is essentially the same design that Carrera use. Scalextric use a slightly different design. We will see that in a second. So here we have a GTI Golf, one of the cars that sadly never made it to the U.S. Well, in any quantity anyway. We might have gotten some. Well, actually, I don't think we got any, actually. But as you know, if you're a fan of Carrera, you get this massive bunch of instructions for, oh man, goodness knows what. There's, is any of this really useful? Sort of. Let's see what we have here. Well, this is about changing braids, so we're not going to worry about that. Oh, look. Parts that you can't get anywhere. Oh, I'm a bitter man, I know. Okay, so if you're pretending that these braids are worn, this is obviously a brand new car. You just pull the tab. The braid will pop right out. And then, see, pretending this is worn, you have these brand new ones. And then you have the two little ears, the two little bent parts that snap down in. Now, usually before I do this, I kind of flatten these, as you see there, so it's going to fit a little better. If you're having a problem getting the braid, getting this started into here, you can use some tweezers. I've used well, frankly, this pair of tweezers for years. There you go. I mean, it's as simple as that to replace the braid on a Carrera car. Now, when you get the braid in there, you want to bend this braid. I don't really like the doubled over effect that Carrera does. I wish that because the braid is the same as on a Policar. This is one long continuous piece of braids, one long strip. I really wish they slid this the whole way up, so it's just like one big strand, and you fold the big strand over rather than having two tabs, because the two tabs are just not going to make good connection. Anyway, that is how you replace the braid on a Carrera car. Now, another nice thing that Carrera have is they give you an extra guide. The guide keel, as they call it. These can be popped in and out. These are really take a long time to wear out. So, I mean, I guess this is useful, but regardless, it's something that Carrera include basically in all of their cars. And usually an extra pair of mirrors as well, if the car has mirrors. I mean, this is a brand new car. It's never been out of the box. One of my favorite cars the Carrera ever did, quite frankly. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous model, and it drives really nicely too. Really wish this got over to the US, but it didn't. Anyway, now I'm going to replace the braid on a Scalextric car. Okay, now we will do this on a Scalextric car. Now let's see if I can do this without, it's really hard to do this over my camera here, my phone. We're pretending again that these braids are worn. So you, Scalextric uses basically a disc that the braids are attached to. So this is really easy, although at first it might be a little daunting to figure out how to do this. You pull one of the braids, so you pull the forward, and then you pull the disc up over the top of the braid, and then slide the whole disc backwards off of the guide itself. So you see there's like a shorter bit here in the front that's kind of open and a longer bit in the back. So you pop off the front first, slide the disc up over the top, and then push it, slide it back. And then you get this disc, the worn out braid in your hand there. You take the brand new braid, and again, you slide it over the back first, pull it forward until it'll drop down in front of the whole guide assembly there. And then I'm just doing this through my camera here. You just poke it back and the new braid is installed. It's just that simple. And then you fold the, you fluff the braid down a little bit so it's gonna make good contact. And there you go. That's a very simple tutorial. If you're new to the hobby, this may be a bit of a mystery. I know, especially with the design that Carrera use. I used to, when I worked for Carrera, used to get tons of questions about how do I replace the braid. Their Policar essentially used the same type of system with two tabs that stick down into the plate and take the power from the brushes to the wires inside. And as you can see, the Scalextric system is a little different, but not too terribly hard to understand. Hope you found this interesting. If you're new to the hobby, there you go. Enjoy. See you all again soon.